Big amount of players though here for RRQ.
Challenging. Straight up sliding out though, but Divide gets the first shot.
Yeah, stalled out by the smoke a little bit right now. A lot of damage delivered though. Something low. Crazy guy gone. Divide as well. Look at this, he's just already out for the gates. He's on for the ace here.
And that's just a bit of temperament coming through as well. But xffero up from the back will be able to land at least the first shot still though. With a full fire team in front inside of A main, it's not going to be easy. Certainly as soon as he peeks out, it's the ace for Divide. All of his smokes, RQ just waiting for him to pop off. But now something still marking every exit. Out from tunnel, out from the back of bench. He finds the double. Just tree left and Paper Rex. Soon enough, with all the information, with all the numbers, there's no chance of RQ retaking.
Not at all in this scenario. You want to see if they can just hold on their guns, don't you? A couple of good shots out from Jemkin at the end and Crazy Guy as well. So whilst they do remove all of the Paper X members a bit earlier,
that's right,
good timing on the Thorns too.
And that's going to be now Forsaken popping off over from drop, but the headshot angle, it favors Cushy instead. Just a bit of pressure though, and still enough information for RQ to solve the problems around the B site.
Something 6 HP. Keep an eye on that one.
Oh, and at the same time, you got Monyet now trying to head over to north side through the ropes. Maybe a bit more presence, might be able to catch a player off guard or two.
This is going to be super slow from Monyet though.
He's going to have to take his time. His team needs to push up a little bit more, buy more attention away, and they're doing just that. Monyet then pops off, finds another shot. Jemkin takes down another player, and all of a sudden, it's just Jing inside of tower. Can he clutch this up? It's a 1v3. He dives straight into it. Up into this position. The paint shells as well, just to buy a bit more time and space. RQ, though, will be happy to push out. Flushed out of position, that said. And it's going to hurt them somewhat. The firefight going through. Monyet finding a frag with the op, but at this range, it just does not favor him. Forsaken slithers through.
Another 4K for him on for the ace at the moment, but I don't think Jemkin. Edge silence behind the sky smoke.
Paper X, though, not backing down from it. A couple of shots going through, and they've spotted out Jemkin up by the top.
Oh, the stuns, man. Look at this.
Oh, and he uses that to slide through. Forsaken has slipped underneath tunnel to try to draw that attention away. Comes back through with Jing as on some assistance, but then the kills. Monyet and Cushy able to fire back until the exchange comes through.
Yeah, the battle is essentially won by Paper X over at Arcade. Now you can settle down for a little bit, see what Divide might be able to scope in towards the site. Go and meet with your boys as well. Forsaken and something with one Sky Smoke, a fast lane available. But time starts to dwindle a little bit. What could xffero potentially do on the rotate? They start to pivot towards this A side as well, which by the radar is going to be the wrong call. So it's going to potentially be just the retake scenario here, or might even have to consider the save for RRQ.
You really might. I mean, Forsaken just gave RRQ a rabbit to chase, and they did. And when they went in for it, they found a trap. Paper X once again back in towards bench.
Well, here we go, in towards the B side at the moment. Try and see what you can get here. Looking the angles, Jemkin, well stunned. Finds Forsaken. That's the shutdown that you needed to see from RRQ.
Unbelievable. And with that, the engine is completely halted around the back of Arcade. No real entry from that point forward because Jemkin has placed down the smokes, and then Divide, to get some good awareness going on, checks out his 6.
Got to start to shovel some coal back in towards the seam train here for Paper X.
I need quite a bit more, though. Could go for a possible rotation off to the ace site, but with that flash over, it kind of stops things once again.
And Cushy pushing through main as well. Seeing nobody home in the right spot for the flank. Now the 3 versus 1, and you play this together if you are RRQ. You don't give Patman an opportunity to find so many 1v1s, though the navigation that he's going at the moment. Right. Might find the right route on a Crazy Guy.
Spike not yet planted. Crazy Guy beginning to think. He turns back around and he finds Petman.
30 seconds left.
Headshot to his face.
Salvo is available for Cushy.
Might be able to
flush him out.
Afford some positioning. But Patman has a full kit of utility as well, barring one flash. Goes in for the fault line and kind of isolates the duel until Jemkin swings out from the wayside. Keeping Paper X pinned down.
Got to see a fault line Salvo's combo if Cushy survived, but he's down.
Yeah, out from the flank, and that's exactly what Paper X are so good at right now, being very fully aware of every possible entrance coming over.
They've called the save again. They just do not have the resources to go in for the retake at the moment.
He's gonna have to come up huge with the goods though. A single kill might not be enough, but he's good for the first until...
Monyet too.
The stampede just doesn't stop. Now it's Jemkin to try to hold down the angle. A 2v4 turned into a 2v3. Fault line coming back up.
Rolling Thunder if you need from Patman. Stuck at default.
And PaperX noting these positions.
To remove any forces. The flanks though.
I don't know if that's a little bit too eager, Komodo. The flank does come through, but still the trade's being found by PaperX. Jing coming out on top of that one.
The trades again for PaperX, always on top of it. You missed that the spike was planted, and now it's Crazy Guy.
And he's still got Patman with a possible Rolling Thunder if needed. Might not even be necessary at this point unless Crazy Guy can isolate the duels, but Patman just sends it through anyway. It's not gonna be found. He's stuck into a corner.
Only go early though, that's the thing.
Oh. Well, David versus David, and the PaperX one comes out on top.
And now the flank can actually come out because Asfero's Shear is null and void.
Which means RQ has to watch out for this back position where Patman then can continue to line things up out from spawn. Forsaken with the dive through, something with the assistance. And down to it at the end, Monyet trying his best to get a little bit more space, but and you just know that RQ are trying to go in with a lot of mobility as well. Forsaken slows that down just in the nick of time. Ghost shots instead, and he finds a wallbang through the Ghost as well. Cheery, bright smile on his face from the player cam before into what could be the final round. A stinger from Davai, shots from Jing. Forsaken again in with the Ghost.
Retake.
And every single PaperX member has opted to go out from the ropes. And with perfect crosshair placement as well, Jing eliminates Monyet straight out from the roster. Then for more noise, as something dashes straight into the smokes, Jemkin then to deal with him. A flash to be able to stave off the PaperX aggression as well. Trades going through, however, and PaperX once again with numbers, looking for an opportunity in this retake. Cushy, though, able to hold down the ground, and Crazy Guy X-Sparrow as well. They
Once, maybe get towards the site.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, Sky's gonna do a decent job, but this time it's Forsaken doing well as well.
Cheeky angles. There's the
Second
spike.
kill, and just like what we saw in Fracture, RQ kind of lost the plot.
That's just the bonus round. These happen. You lose the first duel. You run into an angle. You just can't win the duel. 10 players. Very, very sharp in this little game we call Valorant. But right now, the spike is in firm control of PaperX. It's the controllers of RRQ to see what damage they can get back in return here.
I guess 2v5 going in for the dry peaked duels inside of Garage. And it's also paint shells from Jing as well. Just flush the plant in towards the corner of the site where then PaperX has a really good idea of where RQ are positioned, except for X-Sparrow, who might be able to find a couple more kills, but chooses to stay undetected instead. And at that point, numbers all down around him. It's just Crazy Guy left.
Nah, he can't do this one, unfortunately, mate. So just going to have to call the audible on this one. Maybe be a flawless round. They should be able to dodge the ultimate. Unfortunately, though, for Forsaken, you can't dodge that one.
And slight face check, but you do have Jing with a big old rocket. That said, he has missed several of those yesterday as well. And in a 3v5, you might not be able to find that opportunity. However, Davai just straight down from hell! He finds 4 kills! Being able to rip all those numbers away from RQ. It's just Monyet left, but he's managed to blow things up!
Going both ways. This time, though, scouting out the opposition positions. Dimensional drift into the site. Forsaken dispatches of Monyet off yonder, though. Oh, the timing! Yeah, that one's a bit rough.
Unfortunate kills, however, that will be the spike then a little bit closer towards the B site.
But overlooking Davai, that's a problem at the moment. Spike is down. Imagine a world in which he just decided to rip the pit, but he's going to fall back, play to the numbers with the team.
A rocky assumption and thinking that the rotations might have been pulled over, but we'll see if Jemkin is able to craft anything out. That said, though, straight in with Cushy, and he's been robbed.
And you're not in the scenario, too, for Crazy Guy to, from the shadows, to get the spike with Jemkin finding complete control of the A side. It's kind of null and void at the moment. You want to go for a plant? Well, you're going to have to try and do that in a pit, and you're going to catch some decay. So this round feels a little bit more difficult for RQ now. PaperX looking to tie it up.
40 long seconds.
Although, if Patman gives him a duel, he wins that one. Start to cook a little bit.
Left.
Turn around, get a spray transfer onto Davai. It's possible. It's taking his time, though, and PaperX
The full decay.
Yeah, holding on to their leashes. They wait for this. They're playing as a team. Crazy Guy being able to avoid the bullets for now.
He technically only has one angle he needs to spray, but pit down, vision on him.
The hood's been spotted. Tries to play around the smokes. Being able to read the situation that Paper Rex are looking to play as a team, but of course when you have some...
Patman spotted.
Angles marked, but yes, he's got the pop flash to try to attempt at a duel. That said, Monyet quickly dispatches of him. Yeah. Something then Engel completely blocked off. He still tries to go in for the flick though. Ooh, narrowly dodging until Monyet denies that opportunity. 3v5 at this point.
Pit, good time to use it actually.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Maybe. We'll see. There is a showstopper for Jing.
Straight into the pit?
Yeah, be risky for sure. This is what I'm talking about though, right? You have a bit of a light investment as RRQ, making sure that you can try and get something to work. You've pathed correctly into Patman on the site. Good TP from Jemkin to get in there. Devi's looking for a bit of damage at the moment, but you just feel like the spike is ticked away too far already.
Yeah. Oh, second kill going through. You've got RQ members up by Heaven as well, but even then, the time continues to tick away. Crazy Guy undiscovered. Not hit by the Nightfall as well, and it just gives him a bit more timing and space to then push in alongside his teammate, Cushy. Paper Rex, though, avoids the angles until Jing tries to fight back in. He gets denied, and it's just Paper Rex with 2 left. Something he's noted at least one position, but he cannot go in for the chase. And meanwhile, the spike just continues to beep off. Crazy Guy springs back up, and it's just Patman left. Peeked out once again. A decent dink.
Very silent up through mid.
Ooh, but everyone's into the spot. Somehow, the showstopper just doesn't quite blow anything up. Jing, then again, spin down in a corner for Forsaken to try to hold up by Raptors. RQ, though, they still have their options, and it's going to be the current TP into backside. Forsaken's attention being pulled away. He has to try to hold the angle. He spotted out Jemkin. He finds the first duel. However, a flash gets sent over. He tries to find some acrobatics into the smoke, but gets denied.
Do they expect something on the flank already? Look at him. He's here super early.
And he's still sneaking his way up, skulking his way forward. A second kill, something clutches up. RQ hasn't contended with before, and Forsaken will come out on top of the duels. Devi as well eliminating Jemkin, but RQ does not let up. Forsaken then trying to play around the pillars, but yes, completely exposed thanks to that haunt.
Bit of utility for a retake here. No smokes for Paper Rex though. Seekers invested.
Which would give them some urgency into the site. Shot down for now. Something with 2 kills around the pillar. And he props the tailwind, but Cushy ends his life. Him execute Paper Rex, possibly a retake without the best weaponry. Devi though, decent trade for now.
Yeah, numbers are here. Spike not yet needing to be established. Spike dropped on the floor. Paper Rex looking to flood towards the side. The shots from Jemkin though, superb.
Taps forward again and again, and he knows that Jing is pinned down. A possible ace in our hands. 7 rounds left in the mag. Something though, still looking for the fights against the counterpart Russian across the other side. He finds yet another kill.
And how do you play this as Jemkin? You've got every single piece of your ability right now.
Has to go for the spike plant. Something then taking elevation. Looks for the best possible angle. Jemkin has to be aware of this. He has to work around the pillars. Spots him out, and that's gonna be the ace!
He's in the vent as well, so you don't even need a contender. You're through it. Forsaken none the wiser.
Snuck past, and with Forsaken gone, that makes the B side that much more open.
Space that Jemkin's taking as well. With the clone, play distractor. Meanwhile, in the back lanes, he can fight and then meet up with the team. This is going swimmingly for RRQ.
Yeah, Xfero just blocking every single letter up by Mailroom. Something, though, able to sneak up from stairs, so possibly another round with elevation going forward. The blades have been drawn, but Jing has been silenced. 1v4 and something. Trying to position around for it currently. Inside the smoke though, and it's just Paper Rex finding first contact. Petman and something out from Heaven as well. And the only one left then is Cushy. Sort of not yet spotted, but as soon as you make a single peep, the entire force of Paper Rex will turn exposed towards spawn. You do have Jing kind of concealing his movements down towards the bottom as well. Something then peeking out from Garage. All of RQ trying to look for that space into sight, but PaperX just not giving anything up to them.
Defensive side now a challenge towards this A site where again it's Jemkin with the operator.
Sniper Overwatch just works wonders for RRQ, but not for the third time. Third time's a charm for PaperX, who are moving forward in, especially with Seekers, just flushing RRQ away. Looking for a spike plant though.
Yeah, you got to find some timing to have a little bit of stability, have a breath at the moment. Devi still has the poison orb as well as a snake spire, but he's finding some timing.
Yeah, might be able to sneak through. Petman though, no more flashes, which means he's going to be kind of pinned down close to the site. Still though, concealing their movements, making things as silent as possible. RQ thinking to play safe instead.
The timing on yet, he's found it perfectly against Devi.
Beautiful movement. Just at the right time. Devi would have no idea. Even though the spike is down now, how do you isolate every single duel? Looking to find effect with it, and he will collapse onto Xfero. This allows him to then continue holding Heaven.
Yeah, they had no idea that he was resatcheling up in towards the rafters there.
That's the thing about attack side on split. RQ, they're gonna have to go in for a bit of a guessing game. Jemkin though will eliminate those guesses into more informed decisions with the dimensional drift, but Devi just denies all of that outright.
X.
And possibly for RQ to find close range with the right clicks as well. It's just gonna be Jemkin with a share for now though, and it's working pretty decently.
Eventually a flank from Monyet, but the shorty. Need to see the lion's share done by probably Jemkin.
Paint Shell's blast pack still could be good. Jing might not have an idea. He will dispatch off the first though, and looks for the movement in towards ramps. That's where Monyet picks up the Vandal. Into the site they go. RRQ has a great chance because Patman's been fully blinded. Still good for one, but it's just Devi left. Tries to go for the spray transfer, but it's not found.
He's done it again, hasn't he?
Key tool for RRQ right now. PaperX though not backing down. It's something straight in with the shorty once again. Just quickly dispatched of. Then, of course, you got the rest of the team trying to work around elbow. Jemkin still in position, cushy up from the backside, but suddenly silenced. Forsaken and Patman marking these angles. Monyet, though, surely you don't expect another. Tries to blast back them away, but doesn't quite work out. Off to the judge, out from ropes, and you have some slight resets.
Seekers from Patman off the plant. Gonna choose to invest them here.
That gives some further information. You know that one is up by ramp. Where could the other be? It's a little bit obvious as well. But with the smokes coming up, another duel being isolated, and Forsaken!
Just gonna choose to go through Heaven instead.
And if you find a little bit more, maybe the ult's coming through as well. Monyet then just diving straight in. He's got that judge, and he's just hammering every single player down until Jemkin goes in for a trade of his own. It's just something left, and now he's back up from Heaven, but he's got so many targets to contend with. All of them body blocking, a full firing squad, and he's down to 5 HP.
Off. Drift out though from Jemkin, wants to find all the information. The showstopper not gonna work, but Jemkin
initiates the fight. That's 3 kills now. And then for a Crazy Guy to chime in as well from screens. The trade protocols just to push through and get more space into the site. Xfero, he's done his job. He's blocked off ramps, and Devi
through butter. He really needs to just get them easy.
Looking for the weapon draw animation. Took a little bit longer than he expected. And out for Prowlers from Cushy as well. Further information being found by RRQ. Just to mark the angles out from Garage, but a little bit awkward on the spray. Allows for PaperX some tiny opportunity to get into sight. Forsaken with the double kill, Jing with another. It's just Xfero left, and he doesn't have enough.
He's pulled him out of this one potentially, hasn't he? 1 versus 3 for Xfero.
He's got to pick up a weapon at the very least.
Yeah, he will be able to, but is this the one that you want? It's the one that you've been favoring in this map.
At this situation, though,
got the Vandal.
I don't think so. Comes back in, deals with the first, looks for further heads, but Jing! Some more space, but Xfero will certainly give them a bit of a warning sign. Off to the site, though, the sudden peek out from Monyet around elbow just breaks things apart. Devi, the second kill, and it's just RRQ left. We might go into overtime, folks, because Jing has the sightlines up by ramp. Jemkin down.
Hang on, they're all low. They're all half HP.
Good chance. Jemkin with the flashes. Does he have the vision? Does he have the sightlines? Looks for the duel, but in for the transfer. Forsaken. Right though, PaperX, some urgency up from Heaven, as well as screens possibly, but Jemkin reads that, holds down elbow. ramp as well as additional angles being found by RRQ. PaperX will have to find kills in order to get a clearer picture into sight. But so far, not good. Drops down, shot fired to mask sound. But RQ not peeking, still holding. Decent trade, and it's just Divine in a 1v2. The spike still beeping away. Xpharaoh alongside Cushy. They could go in for a double peek, and that will be that.
He can find it.
All Forsaken is marking the back. However, he falls. Something takes the duel up by a mailroom then. So PaperX, they've got a dilemma here. Do they push up front or do they clear up back?
Taken down the heavy hitter in Forsaken though. So you definitely take that as RRQ for what it's worth. Something. He wins the duel against Crazy Guy. Advantage for PaperX into the B side. Dash across, dodging the flashes. Jemkin, he wants to do the party, he wants to do the damage.
And he's holding the angles with assistance from the team. Cushy up by the right side. Jemkin then to find the triple. Just a 1v1 left, and Jemkin has an ult.
Where does he think the Devi is coming from though? He's got the ult. The time right now for Devi to get in his head.
Devi slowly skulking forward. Jemkin marks the... So not too bad. PaperX, this is a 5v4 in clarity. PaperX are just happy to take the numbers fights head on. Off towards Link though, and it's Jemkin along from Hall. And out from the back with the dimensional drift. The salvos as well, and causes them to feel so uncomfortable. Something getting silenced by the Sheriff. Jemkin back sight.
Got to run it back as Jing. You have to invest in this round that you feel like you've already lost the control of the site. You need your team to come on over.
Just waiting for the right time. Star is being propped up as well. We begin with the hot hands to block out position, but it's been quickly shot down. Still though, the rest of the team with numbers are able to find trades. Cushy trying to hold out by Pillar. Silences the first duel, off to the next. Petman out from heaven.
To back it on up as well, Monyet to be sent on in. Devi has to be really careful, can't get it done. Who other than Jemkin to find the first?
Yeah, quick bulldoze, quick contact, and PaperX has no choice but to hang back. Reinforcements have arrived, however. I don't know how much it's really going to provide.
That lockdown makes things so awkward as well, doesn't it?
Oh, give up your life for the lockdown, but PaperX will continue to push up, but they're going to have to cool off because of that ult. Patman, though, finds elevation to take the lockdown away, stuns up from Monyet. Patman with another kill. It's just Xpharaoh left, but he does have vision. Stars up as well. Takes down the first frag. And then for Petman to hold, does he have the goods? He hops up the stairs, Xpharaoh knows, and he times it just right.
Well, dimensional drift at B.
Oh, PaperX will find Xpharaoh, something almost nearly losing his life, but still the sight handed over onto RQ. Forsaken with the Odin spam, however, fully blinded. Unfortunately, not able to find anything further. The overdrive though, and it's Devi who stops it.
But Jemkin's still alive, remember?
And he's still able to hold it out by Halls. Cushy once again, but not able to get the spike planted. There's a full minute though, and Jemkin
Gate crash, grab the spike, maybe
has
get out.
Flashes as well, down to holding the angle. Jing trying to get a bit more space. Devi is low, so he knows he's trying to play it safe. They know that Jemkin's looking for the spike plant for the right moment. Nightfall sent over by his team. But into the smokes, nothing really found. Cushy, reading the situation, continues to push into Link.
He's found both of them at the A site. What does this mean for RRQ? Do they stay B? Do they leave?
Certainly not. That's the question that you have to ask yourselves as PaperX, and that's where it gets so darn confusing. Cushy, another kill, and the spike back into B.
It doesn't really matter where they go at the moment, you feel like. Patman and Forsaken are confused on what to do.
Just where are they going? And, well, back into B, now you know, but at this point, how can you really play out the round? You pick up a weapon, but because she's already found, this goes forward for PaperX as if they begin to find the picks, something with a possible angle. Jing, though, in with a run it back, just fully pushes out. Something then out from Doug, able to take down Monyet. 3v3, and RQ have a crossfire set up. Crazy Guy holding the angle, but gets spotted out by Jing. Jemkin holding out from stairs now, and he goes dimensional drift. Where is he gonna go? You have to come out because something's sticking the spike to halfway. Jemkin needing to swing, but still the rounds. Overdrive. Can he really connect the shot? Looks for it, and he does! In with the tailwind as well. He does have a shorty, his favorite weapon. Might be stunned up now, but he's able to keep himself alive for just a second longer until the salvos blow him up.
I wonder if Devi has to use the Cosmic Divide here for this retake. It would be good. Damage delivered on the hot hands. You are dead as Jemkin. No. Out with 15, and Crazy Guy finds Jing.
Such support. It's the angles once again. RRQ A couple up by Pillar, but Forsaken marks it. The operator being marked down as well, because she still comes up with another kill. It's a 2v2, and Patman goes in for the swing. What confidence! And it's down to Xfero, undetected so far. And he sleuths forward. Cosmic Divide up. Gravity well as well, and it's in for Patman, but still Defy!
All members.
Wow, pushing up again. It's gonna be contact with the op, and then for the curveball. Look at this! Flashes for flashes, and Jemkin is completely stunned and dazed.
Yeah, that's commanding, isn't it there? And now you've got the information noted that Kushi is up through the street, but you don't necessarily need to give him the duel, right? You see that this is an investment from RRQ. You know that if you win this round, you're resetting them come.
Support from the Haunt, and he's looking for the wallbang shots. Monyet, though, looking for space, but silence. The judge will not be able to sound off. Something in with another angle being held as well, and it's all of a sudden just Crazy Guy left alone in the cold. He doesn't find anything. It's Xfero who has to find more.
And noted too.
Oh, the trail just reveals everything, doesn't it? Patman looking for some space in towards halls, but it hasn't been found yet. It's Jemkin who's hiding inside, but the ghost shots, they're not there. It's Cushy and Xfero off to the back, and it's Monyet as well. Paper X once again looking for the trades to find more space, and they found it. It's just Crazy Guy left.
And they saw where those salvos came from too.
To know exactly where he is. Do they push up though? Surely not. You've got the turrets, you've got the placements. Just more obstacles for Crazy Guy to contend with until the spike goes down. Crazy Guy trying to find the right moment to isolate the duels. He's hugging the corners, harking the walls, but Forsaken will be a little bit more precise.
Potentially establish the plant with all of the numbers here for RRQ.
Whoa. And you just expect the spike corner being planted. Monyet with a great spam. However, Paper X able to refill space. Forsaken on the flank.
Noted by the turret though.
Does bring some attention away. The rest of the team have begun to hold down the positions, but Monyet looking for some spacing towards back halls. That fast lane just provides so much cover. Jing though with the aim, and it's Cushy now with a double as well.
It's for him. He can just hold it.
1-2-1. Forsaken, he has to run through, but he doesn't have the time. Cushy's just sticking it all the way into the round being picked up. It's the salvos that forces Paper X out of position around the outskirts of this smoke though, and it's Forsaken evening up the score. He finds a couple more flicks, and Defy sounds off as well. Cushy finding the trades, but he's down to 30 HP. It's just something. And he's trying to play for time. Of course, it's a shorty as well. Look at the B-hop, look at the movement, the airstrafes. Brex, though, doing their due diligence. They check it. It's a second kill, though. And look at that. Relay bolt into the B. Monyet up for a triple. Maybe the quad until Defy prevents that from happening.
But he's done his damage, hasn't he? The fact that he gets away with 3, that's an absolute mockery on what Paper X had for this round.
Forsaken has been noted as well. So even though you have the site somewhat smoked off, is it safe enough to truly get the spike planted? The Cosmic Divide invested because of it. Forsaken continuing to try to hold further space.
Lockdown for Cushy. It's going to force them into a little bit of an open scenario.
Well, that will be somewhat similar to the one before, and look at this, juggling the guns to get them away out of RQ's reach.
He can go for a full spray if Xfero gets a smoke down on the spike and then get the other gun to continue the spray.
And that's what it comes down to. RRQ, even if they try to go in for the body blocks, I don't know how successful it's going to be, but peeking through the sprays, Cushy finds the kill, Crazy Guy sticking it.
He's missed them all!
Well, he's getting the space for the team nonetheless, looking for possible right clicks with the Nebula propped up against Crazy Guy right now. And his further space as well. Flower being blocked off again. And that's Patman continuing to push up through Secret, completely confounding RRQ.
And you can't do a thing as Jemkin right now. Talk about a change of
team. RRQ might not be aware. They are thinking to check, but the barrel, it just reveals all. A couple more kills and in towards Jemkin alongside Xfero.
Gravity well, already used.
And that just thins down the herd. Jemkin, though, another frag. He's marking down Pillar to the best of his ability, sticking down the spike to halfway now. And the pressure is on. Something looking for the kills. The time continues to beep, and that's when the shorty gets pulled out, but the shots.
But a similar look towards the actual smokes utilized now. An entrapment towards B long. Great opening engagements. Jemkin, Monyet, their job is done. They can fall back.
So just holding the angles now. Forsaken, though, snuck all the way through the back. If the timing is right, he might be able to find a bit more. Down for the flicks. He gets the first, but fully blinded now. Able to dodge the flash, but not able to re-peek. Xfero.
The time on this Cosmic Divide starts to go for the plant. Ooh, got him.
And that's done. A perfect skull executed wallbang kill. Secondary plant attempt. and something sticks it. Will it be enough though? PaperX has yet to hold a post plant. Something then opting to go around stairs. He does have support from Patman in this area. A seize would be great as well, but it's the Guardian. I don't know how it's going to be. Defy with a possible spam out from, well, a main, but still the shots, the dimensional drift, it susses out all. Intelligence has been found, and RRQ.
Back, the team is within 2, and they're stuck in the Armageddon.
In for the relay bolt as well, and it's RRQ finding advantage. Defy, though, trades it right back up, but there's a lockdown at his feet. He needs to push up. He needs to go in for it. Jing finds that. Some assistance being afforded now as Spike somewhat gets retrieved. Patman declare out back sight.
3 versus 3. Defy alive, so smokes for PaperX. Timing for Patman. This could be everything but Crazy Guy on the drone. He was contemplating it right now. That's a massive duel for Patman to win.
Popped up over, looks for the flick, but it's Jimkin that comes up with it instead. 4 HP though.
How long?
PaperX might be able to push us into overtime. Jing now with the space. You've got an op being played by Defy as well. It's a position that surely RRQ doesn't expect, so they will continue to march forward. Offside, past Flowers. Jing marks the angle, has a flash, has a molly as well. How on earth can Cushy possibly play this? He goes into check, almost losing his life, and it's Jing! Oh, the rest of the team from PaperX slowly coming up front from mid. They gotta watch out for the flank. Monyet will be able to slay all of them down. Cushy with the flank now coming through, and it's just Patman able to find one trade. Cushy might have been dealt with, but how do you lead, spearhead a 2v4? The first thing you got to deal with would be Halls, but that's Monyet with a judge. He fires off a warning shot. Patman tries to go out from the back. Attention has been bought, but then the spams out from Pillar. You've got Jimkin all the way towards the back as well, and he uses that elevation to bring this to a 3v1 Defy. Yeah,
He's just gonna dry walk into it.
You gotta be aware, but no. The dry walk and the damage is felt. Something tries to re-peek into it.
You've got 4 smokes as Defy, and you're double dry walking into an operator line at the B site.
Oh, not like this.
5 versus 3. RRQ setting themselves up for the map
30 seconds
in another overtime fashion.
They had no idea the op was there, but when it was needed most, Jemkin, Cushy, up to the 30 bomb, and this could be the end of Pearl. PaperX desperately trying to hold on, Forsaken needing a huge multi-kill, but it's nowhere to be found. RRQ will...
Of the last map, and Monyet is going to be the first casualty.
Not able to recenter his aim. The turret, though, does inform to a little bit more, and Xphero looking for the swing, looking for the picks with the Sheriff. He does get a good chunk of damage, but the spike should still be getting down pretty soon. Defy with the turret up, checks towards the back.
Good info.
Here's some footsteps. Needs to swing back in and find some kills, though, and he doesn't have time to reload, so unfortunately his life is forfeit. Meanwhile, the rest of PaperX still able to march up front.
He did get one tag too, onto Jimkin.
No flashes, however, so it comes down to just the swings, just the positions, and with positions, Forsaken collapses onto its Jemkin. And that's going to be a Crazy Guy trying to hold down from under Rafter base as well. But you don't have much in terms of utility of staving off RQ, except for bullets! Shock Dart in as well. And RQ have been tampered with.
Flank eventually from Patman. He can just sit himself in their spawn and watch for this one. RQ are going to be locked in. They have to try and push the bodies back.
The only way out is up.
Snakespite already noting on towards something's position. He's stuck. He doesn't have tailwind available. The wall, he just gets out of dodge. Will they, again, expect Patman to already be in their spawn? It looks like they have an idea, but still just stuck towards this A site.
Unless you take a confident duel against Patman. He's been good on the 1v1s as well. He's just happily setting up camp.
You can just wait and see when Forsaken wants to use the Recon 2. There's a Nano still at the default that RRQ are going to have to contend with. Patman not tested, which means they know that this is still going to end at the A site.
Then you got Something playing a possible one and done. Outlaw shots not found. Something for the swing, and that's been quickly denied. Monyet now with a double kill back sight. Patman then pushes up, but at this point, he's got to find a 1v3. Not much in terms of utility except for the, well, the wall that might conceal his movements, but it's a 50-50. Which side you're going to show up from? RQ are just happily tucked in. Decent peek from Monyet. Question is he able to find much with it. Marks the angle right from underneath. Jet doing Jet things, and he reads it fully.
Where's that Armageddon going to go, though?
That's the great question. Able to possibly flash Paper X out of position, but no chance to use it for now. Thinking about it, Crazy Guy sets it off by Yellow, and it's going to be RRQ Monyet who's still trying to hold things down. Unfortunately, Armageddon not going to be able to do too much out of them, buying time. Devi slowly ringing around the Rosie, around Yellow. Spike still going off, though, and Monyet just fires off a shot. Devi has no clue and needs to tap onto the Spike, and that's when Monyet in position as well. Oh, but the swings wasn't great. Decent damage. We'll see if the Hunter Sphere can finish off the job.
And now the lockdown as well.
Lockdown for, well, some space. You still have Monyet up around the back of Yellow. He spotted out the shoulder of one, and he's trying to get the burst. Patman, though, still coming up with one singular kill onto the Sheriff. And that Shock Dart will finish off Monyet. Just Xpharaoh in a 1v3. And Paper X, single peep yet. Oh, something. Oh, with the Viper's Pit as well. Patman happened to recognize it.
I remember with the tag on Akushi earlier and the Null Command fading, he couldn't drop himself to get res too, so this is where things become really awkward. Kushi down for the count now, 2 versus 4.
And Patman still trying to make some noise, forcing RQ out in the open. That's the Viper gone. Spike, well, picked back up, but can you really get it planted? Xpharaoh, 30 seconds, and he's trying to sneak one over onto the A site.
It's the mind games right now, isn't he?
That's it, though. Gotta watch out for this potential lurk from Xpharaoh. Jemkin up top.
Oh, he's stuck on him.
Fantastic kill. Yes, it's a good stick as well. The Cloudburst comes up in time. Duelist v Duelist. And this time, Jemkin deals the death blow. Off to the end, though. It's going to be Paper Rex now looking for the retake. They've begun to fan out around the site, looking for Yellow control. Monyet trying to contend with it, but goes down to Forsaken with the kills. Crazy Guy, Salvo still up, and he lets them go. Kushi watches his teammates back, and that puts Forsaken in a 1v2. No chance in hell. RRQ have fought back against Paper Rex, considering how he's kind of sneaking around, but this time now he's found himself in a pinned down position. However, he's not pinned down. You're pinned down with him. 2 kills now, possibly a third. Back up from Yellow, but someone has slipped the net.
Yeah.
Xpharaoh, though, still needing to pick up the Spike, and Petman recognizes that. Swaps back around. That's a third, a fourth!
On the board, quickly in towards the A side. Devi still good for 1. Not a double, but Forsaken here, as well as something.
Once again, off from Rafters, right off the get-go. And RRQ, this whole plan was formulated around getting some A control, but it's been all thrown off. Petman up from the back.
When Paper X are challenging you and they've got the numbers ready to shoot, you're going to have a bad day at the office.
Just shows depth again. Another op shot punched through. Petman now pushing up, and Crazy Guy is... Something's in position. Oh, he doesn't go for the lockdown. He goes for the Spike.
They're respecting the lockdown here and then going for a kill instead. So you'll have advantage on this one. And you've now removed Salvos and Armageddon.
And that's crazy from Petman. Again with the lurk presence. RQ beginning to think twice. Jemkin continuing to push up, feeling the pressure out from behind. Something then. All lined up.
Maybe for Jing.
Yeah, both angles being separated apart, and it's Crazy Guy who finds a singular frag, something at least good for 1, so it's an even exchange.
Yeah, damage extra onto Jemkin, and you've slipped through as Patman. Are they aware of this one? I mean, it's under orange instead of through the tube, but it looks like Kushi a little bit aware of the scenario at the moment.
The one you're going to watch out for is Jemkin, though, up around Yellow, and he gets, well, discovered by this drone.
Comes down to the timing, though, doesn't it? What can Patman find? It's the right timing.
And it's the kill into the site. Jemkin silenced, not a single peep. Xpharaoh, the only one left, and he's opting to go through, well, Kitchen. Petman still in position, so.
Can he cook something here, Quack?
Does he have the ingredients right now?
Petman's position. Gotta be cared for.
Beginning to turn back around, but you got Crazy Guy now marking in front. You also have Kushi continuing to push out from pipes, but quickly dealt with, and it's Jemkin just to mark Patman. Paper X then, they have some options. They can possibly rotate, but you do have Monyet.
Yeah, this is going to be really awkward for the timing, isn't it? But he's going to go hunting for Patman instead.
Oh, back up from mid, but Paper X just continues their steady march into sight. There's only Monyet left, and now he's been spotted. Good kill onto something, though. But do you know where Patman is? Do you know about the Pat signal in the skies? Patman oscillating back and forth around the corner, but Monyet gets the flick until Patman once again just silences out the Knight and allows for RQ to begin their forward march. The screen up, and it lets Forsaken sneak up behind. He's infiltrated their backs. Jing pushing up as well. Nanoswarm with a flick onto Jemkin. It's just to set up the retake, but the spams. Monyet, he's killed Patman. Cushy as well off from Boathouse, and now it's just Jing trying to work his way around the smokes. You still have utility as RQ as well. Forsaken trying to work his way around the smoke. Hunt over, sneaking around lane. Monyet still alive. But Forsaken will continue to slip through, eliminates Jemkin, turns back around and takes Monyet away. Unfortunately not a third, and it's just Jing with 13 HP. A tough fight. He will still continue to hold though, possibly to allow them to expire into the spike, find more ult points. There it is.
Forsaken and something.
Finds the double. Oh, something with the assistance as well, and it's just Forsaken being able to bring RQ to a stop. Still though, decent kills, and Xpharaoh will make his way into the site. I've got Patman hearing all the footsteps.
I'm surprised if I didn't pop them early, to be honest with you. The Thorns.
Spike.
Oh. Not too sure about that one, but still have 3v2. Monyet slowly arriving on scene, and Xpharaoh doing his darndest to hold it from Boathouse. Both players from PaperX still pinned down, and with that flash, all of a sudden, as much as possible. The main thing though is the off angle that Jemkin is holding, and he springs out at the right time. Still though, something managing to eliminate Monyet, which allows for the rest of the team to push out from spawn. Patman now arriving from market, but he needs to kill that much more. Defy only good for one, and RRQ will trade themselves. Meanwhile, are just happy to rush it over onto the A side, where Xpharaoh continues to mark down the angle as well. Forsaken spams over RQ. It's Crazy Guy in the corner, and PaperX has no earthly clue. A quad kill pulled out from nowhere. Everything off. PaperX continuing to try to push up front. It's just Forsaken, however. Can he truly find the kills? He's getting salvoed, but with assistance from Patman, they dive down. Jemkin gets out of dodge, straight back into Wine. PaperX, they have some numbers though.
I'll command.
Oh, still trying to find the shots. Patman dodges the shot through, and it's Xpharaoh now off from the top of hell, and PaperX have noted his position. The numbers. Forsaken's already cleared out mid though, but something. Does he know that they are that close? It's a clone. It's a Haunt as well, and Jemkin just does as much as possible to flash himself out.
See what he can do. He snuck himself in towards the logs, but the duels start to come out in the trades as well.
And it's Forsaken with a little bit more. Patman all the way out from spawn! Triple kill, and it just mows.
Holding the info line, a pre-fire spot, you would assume.
But too many targets, and unfortunately he meets his doom. Something then immediately turns back around, but the shot has been blocked by the clone.
Yep.
Crazy Guy to mark the back as well, and it just buys further time. RQ will get the site.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rough one for PaperX. Neural Theft confirming all the information. There's also the trap wire at the edge of market.
They're up close though, and it's just Xpharaoh inside of main. He can continue to toy with PaperX. PaperX trying to find the spacing, trying to find the pathing actually into the site. Can they deal with the damage that has been caused? RRQ still holding them off, but Jing not too bad on the damage. Divide with the trades, down to the 1-on-2. Surely you expect inside of Boathouse. He does have the, well, no, not the Arc Rose. Tries to slip over. One side has been smoked off, and it's the double peek. It might just be able to toy with this alongside the Hunter's Fury, and it completely flushes PaperX out of position. Patman unfortunately neutralized. Another one eliminated, and it's a 3v5 retake where an op is at play. Tough situation, but PaperX continues to try to spray themselves forward until, yeah, they're gonna have to call it off.
Yeah, you need that operator in play, you would assume, for something. 2 casualties gone. PaperX have to just concede this one. We've seen in the trailers, this time, contention in towards the main, and Xpharaoh dispatches of Forsaken. The Hunter's on for something as well.
Just when I thought PaperX was equipped in for this round, they immediately get eliminated. Forsaken down, something with the operator, but not able to flick because RRQ has swarmed the site.
Oh, do you even consider a save again? A 2 versus 4? You've got no money, you've got not the greatest weapon. There's the Bulldog in play.
Yeah, well, it's round 11. Might as well just kind of throw everything in, but tripped up as well. Jing, he's been spotted. Xpharaoh beginning to push up. Jing might not expect it. He's crouched down as well, but Jing Decent flick, flashes over onto the back, but oh, the spam's possible. He has to back off, he has to play around safe. He hears the jumps as well, and that will be another kill. Still though, running out of ammo now, the time working against him. He swapped to a weapon, and that's the precise moment.
Wally will hold them at bay. Monyet, risky business, I was gonna say if he found that.
Which then the Nightfall in towards B. Forsaken trying to do his best to hold it down. The burst is great. Defy as well up from backside. And it's just Crazy Guy. The late lurk this time, completely dismantled. But he will still be able to eliminate Jing for the least. Something to end it off though as well.
There's the
trip
trip
around the survival smokes. Jemkin trying to line up the shots, but something is good for at least one. Defy though, the trades have to be good, and Paper Rex just continue to waterfall into the side. But look at Jemkin and how slippery he is. Backed into safety.
They got to get the plant and the salvos. They can push you out of position. That's exactly what they do.
And 13 seconds left. The spike plant is not available. Forsaken has to find the kills. Finally, it goes down, and it's just Crazy Guy left. Low HP as well, but still needs to find the 1v2 in position. He just lets time reset just a bit.
If they play high-low at the moment, they could lose their lives. They are.
Crazy Guy. Does he have the shots though? Just ahead. Watching for the angles though. The door's been broken. Defy. Oh, not able to hold. Jemkin, this could be the start of the assault. But Patman has grenades. Something trying to hold as well. Dodges the first flash. The second one being set through by the Omen. And it's just Patman trying to receive contact. But RQ proves to be overwhelming. Almost domed. Still with the damage found, it's going to be Paper Rex breaking their way into the A side. The Odin eliminating Forsaken. Defy back in though, but not able to take out Crazy Guy.
Just picking up the ultimate of the Armageddon as well in this 3 versus 3.
Spike has been planted at the very least. What are the positions going to be? Dimensional drift to scout.
Could be everything.
Straight into the site. Another smoke. Armageddon out from A main, and Paper Rex out of position. Cushy for the kills. It's a double.
Slowly but surely. Up through mid, 45 seconds. Haunt to be broken, head to be removed.
Recognition from RQ as well, though. They've already put themselves inside a spawn, but something a little bit quicker with the blades takes down Jemkin. Salvos will stop and stall Forsaken. Another kill onto something. Crazy Guy, the IGL leading from the front.
And Patman tagged 4 from Monyet earlier, remember?
There's just no chance. Look at them all stacked up inside a spawn. As soon as Patman reveals himself, this will be series point. Tries to get ahead of it, but there is no chance. Hold even further back as well. Another fragment. With some peeks out from spawn now, and they know exactly where Patman is. He will just go in guns blazing though. Just single kill, but traded out by Monyet.
Oh, this lurk.
Something up from the back, and he finds the double necessary. 2 targets left. And unfortunately, as well, Crazy Guy to stall the push with the salvos. And Paper Rex has no recourse but to continue pushing. Jing down and out. And the rest of Paper Rex continue up front. Still though, RQ have the site completely surrounded. Every position marked thanks to the neural theft. Can they even get the spike down? They try to slow it over with the thorns.
Plant down.
Pushes up from both sides though. You gotta watch for stairs as well as lane. Forsaken trying his best to isolate the angles as much as possible. Takes down the first head. Off to the next one as Patman trades up. And it's just Xfero trying to sneak on over. With discipline, he finds the first, and it's down to the 1v1. Patman needs to come up huge, but he's not